Hello, hello. Pants and pinned link. Well, I got pants. I don't have the pinned link yet. Welcome to the Friday night craft and chill stream. Just gonna be chilling, crafting, playing with my fidget spinner apparently. All right, enough of that. Let's see, what do we got going here? Maybe I'll pin that link. Let's do that. So you can see I got the T-cam is set up right now with that Animal Warriors of the Kingdom and Kali chilling over there. And we also have this turret that we made on the last stream that we might paint. I don't know. Maybe we'll paint that now. Let's see. Fat Red, how you doing? Cleaning your workshop. It's a good thing to do, man. It's a good thing to do. You gotta clean things out in order to let new ideas in sometimes. You can't just keep it complete chaos. Yeah, thanks. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We could do some more with it, but you know, it's just funny. There was no real plan, just one piece at a time. It kind of came together. Yeah, mess is not great. All right, pinned link. Where's that damn link? Then I'll figure out what the heck I'm doing this stream. Honestly, aside from painting this, I don't really have a huge plan. I was thinking maybe another turret of some sorts because I'm kind of on that kick right now. I have a couple of ideas, but I really just started doing a Google image search 10 minutes ago, which I should have done earlier for some ideas. All right, where are we here? Oh, we got Axion Figs. Ed's here. What's up, Ed? Thor, how are you doing, Thor? Thanks for coming by. Ed, you still going on, is Punk doing his private stream tonight? I think he was doing one tonight. What am I looking for? There we go. Just left the pit. It's over already? Or you were in the video and you just jumped out? Ditched Larry? No way, dude. I don't buy it. Where are we at? Man, I might actually make some tea during the stream tonight. Oh, you're on the... I've never been in one of those. Is there, Is it fun? He lets that many people on? He actually, what? He fills up the screen like Oz with 10 folks? Okay. I'm trying to think. Railgun. Oh, do I want to do that? Maybe. I think I kind of do. Yeah, just to hang out, BS and fun. Right on, man. Right on. Michael Dumas, how you doing, Michael? So as you guys can see, I didn't... Oh, you know what? I did do a little bit more. On the next night, on Saturday, on Oz's stream, I added... I think I might have added this. I added lots of little, smaller details that weren't there before. So there's a few more squares and stuff. These came out pretty good. The little foam circles around the barrels. So once those went on, it looked a little better. But you can see on the underside how it's pretty janky. Pretty janky, but you don't really see that too much. Now the only problem with painting this is I didn't add the bits at the end, the muzzle there. I don't know what you call that, but yeah, I kind of want that. So even if I do paint this tonight, I'm probably going to add those pieces on after, because to be able to paint it and have the barrel be black and then have that little strip around the end that ties the color back to the body, I think will look good. Flash suppressor. There you go. Thank you, Ed. I guess I never really thought of that name. I mean, I know that's what it would be, or I knew. Probably wouldn't recall it. What it would be called on, like, you know, a long arm, but on a giant cannon, I guess it'd be the same thing. Do I just want to start building something, or do I want to paint this? What do you guys think on the color for this? I was thinking red. This would look good in red. Red with the gray. Oh, I'm sure you guys mostly saw this thing already. It just falls apart because nothing is glued together. It's totally a janky mess. The old missile battery. It's pretty cool. I was gonna do more detail and paint these panels in here like maybe lighter gray or something, but I don't know, it almost looks more like an old plasticky toy because it's the solid colors and not the all the other stuff. Did your swivel idea pan out? You know, Fat Red, I've been working on a project and my laser cutter time has been completely tied up with something else, so I haven't made any other frivolous or other items whatsoever. Yeah, thanks guys. I'm really happy with this for just, you know, thinking, oh, that would be kind of cool, and throwing that together. Also, the majority of these didn't have doors like this. I wasn't sure it was going to look kind of lame. Everyone wants, you know, you guys were mentioning, oh, rockets. I'm like, oh, this would be easier. And if you've been watching the shorts, I have been talking about putting something over here. I was thinking like 01 and like 02 on the other side. Although labeling the individual pods separate seems, I don't know, kind of goofy. I think the whole thing would be one number, and then it would be like, you know, a different, like the whole thing would be one designation, and then it'd be like a different, like A01A, O1B. I don't know, but I don't know anything. It's just a Fantasyland stuff. Oh my god, no glue. So I wasn't going to this, you can see how this is going. I wasn't going to glue the bottom part in, but I was going to military equipment would have the same number designation, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because they'd want to know, like, I don't know if you'd call it a unit or whatever, but you'd want to know the general thing. It would be too confusing having it 1 and 2. I also thought about taking some silver rub and buff and doing little Let me take this off before I drive myself nuts and have a stroke picking that up. You know, maybe going around the bolts or something and showing some wear through the paint. It would be really nice if I had some water slide decals. That would be pretty cool. That thing needs an iPad for remote launching. It could have a console on the side. Or something remote. I was thinking it would be really cool to have like a wall, like a big ass wall, and just have, you know, different turrets on top of the wall. Right, a dowel would, Fat Red, but what's going to happen is I'm going to just hot glue them in place. But yes, that would be smart. I just did this for whatever. I'm not really caring too much about them being able to go down. I want them to be set at about that angle at all times. I only care about this swivel, really. I mean, I'm not going to give a crap. They're always going to be pointed up. You're not going to fire missiles into the ground, right? So, good enough. It gets its GED, a good enough diploma. Okay, so do we start just building something new? Or painting this one? Toy Domination would love that battery. They wouldn't love this. I'm already not loving this. I don't think I've ever watched Toy Domination at all. We're gonna set this off screen for now. I'm gonna warm up the hot glue gun probably later for building something, and maybe I'll glue that thing together. I won't need 2 pins, Fat Red, because I'm going to hot glue that son of a bitch. But yes. Red and gray, Michael Dumas says. Red and black, Thor says. Yeah, black is sharp. Black is sharp. Well, I tell you what, when I'm figuring out what to do with my life, I'm just going to paint it red. And we'll go from there. Crimson red. I'm going to use cardinal red. The same red as all the console stuff. Just like this guy. I'm not going to paint this, but I did buy some blue, which is pretty close to Cobra blue, but it's just real blue. I was thinking about painting the missile battery blue because on one of the, I don't remember where it was I posted a short, but there were people in the comments screaming Cobra. A no-nonsense night without telling me it's a no-nonsense night. It's all good. Okay. Yeah. Let's get this. I did clean my brush water, so I don't have to smell nasty brush water while doing this. Go me. Posted it twice. So how long does Larry usually go over there on Punk's Pit? 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that, probably. Cobra had red, yeah. Yeah, that's true. They were like red and black, though. Wasn't black the primary color for those vehicles? Four hours last pit. Wow, okay. Red with black accents. Dude, I can't even remember a single Cobra vehicle like that, but I'm not up on that stuff. I didn't have a lot of vehicles as a kid. Not G.I. Joe vehicles. I had some of the Tiger Force stuff, like the boat and the ATV. And I had the Shark with Deep Six. I had a lot of Transformers, a lot of Legos. Not so much G.I. Joe. I had plenty of Joes, but they always ended up broken. I was kind of tough on them, so I broke pretty much everything. Oh, we got Travis. What's up, Mr. Wonderful? Traveling this week myself, but trying to support where I can. Well, right on, Travis. Thanks for coming through. Shannon Runk. I don't recognize that name, but perhaps you've been here before. How's the diorama stuff going for you? It's going pretty good. Yeah, it's going pretty good. It's just like a chilled out kind of thing, you know. A little craft, a little chill. Now, some of these I didn't think about when I was building this. It's going to be pretty hard to paint in there, but we're going to try and get as best we can. Toy Elite Takeover, right? I do toy photography stuff on my phone. Yeah, that's cool. You can do a lot with the phone. I know a lot of people have like the fancier cameras, but I did a lot of toy pictures with my phone as well. feels kind of warm in here. 77 degrees. Yeah, it's a little warm. I seem stressed? I don't know. I'm a little sleepy. I mean, I did have some crazy stuff happen earlier today, I guess, but it's not that unusual for me, honestly. It was pretty run-of-the-mill. That is true, Ed. I have not had the Earl Grey tea. Oh, also, I have this light blasting me in the face instead of facing down. And that's definitely making me warmer. Shannon, right now I'm just doing this turret that we built on the last stream, painting that up. It's been mostly stuff like that lately, science fiction, techie kind of stuff. I went to a G.I. Joe convention and ended up feeling the urge to make some turrets. I did a missile launcher, stuff like that. Do you post your toy photography? Thor, you're falling asleep in the middle of working on customs. That's funny. Hopefully you're not using anything sharp, Thor. Yeah, no kidding. You do post it? That's cool, yeah. Some people take pictures and don't post, but... Are you, do you post on Instagram, Facebook? Pretty much, I think most people are on Instagram these days. I don't really spend any time on Facebook anymore. Take care, Thor. Call it a night. Yeah, before you fall asleep and wake up with your face half painted. It's a good idea. Have a good night, Thor. Anybody working on anything new now? Any new dioramas or anything like that? Any projects? Shannon says, yes, I post my toy photography stuff on Instagram and Facebook. Very cool, very cool. What are you into? What kind of toy photography? What kind of toy lines? I know Fat Red is working on cleaning his work area, which is always a good thing to do. As soon as you get things cleared out of the way, you usually come up with a bunch of new ideas on stuff. Playing around with videos in stop motion. Yeah, Ed, there was one earlier. I don't think I watched it. I need to check it out. I saw that one with the alien and the Hawk Tua girl comment thing. That was pretty funny, actually. Lego, Marvel, Star Wars, Ninja Turtles. Oh, all right. So you're all over with that stuff. Yeah. Cool. You ever build any dioramas, Shannon? G.I. Joe, Fortnite, Halo, the list goes on, huh? Yeah, that's kind of how it usually happens. Yeah, Fat Reddit. Totally. I have lots of ideas I don't have space for. Totally get that. Oh, you found her on IG already? Fat Ray? That was pretty fast, dude. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of stuff without even building things, obviously, but yeah, just getting some foam and getting some stuff going. People usually seem to start with like bricks or something like that, but you don't have to. You can do a lot of there's so many tutorials on YouTube nowadays. Briscoe, what's up, Briscoe? Briscoe, did you catch the What a Funk guys earlier today? I realized during dinner they were streaming. I was wondering why they weren't on yesterday. Yeah, and Fat Red's been making some pretty cool stuff. That's a really nice trash bashed, kit bashed diorama he's been working on. I'm gonna paint this gray anyway. I don't know why I'm painting it red, but whatever. Amalgamation, yeah. Briscoe says, yeah, they were on for about 2 hours, but they were 2 hours late getting started. Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually catch them before dinner. And, yeah, they started, like, I noticed they were on right when I was doing the dinner thing. Okay. Let me see here. I really should have done a little more research, but I think I'm just going to start trying to build something. What the heck? What the heck? Let's set these over here for drying for a little bit. Let's take a look at some scraps. Let's see if we can figure something out here. I think I gotta go over to the hot wire cutter, because the reason why I'm thinking railgun is because a lot of them have a square barrel. Square barrel looks cool on a railgun. And I don't have to deal with the dowel rod. I can make the whole thing out of foam. Also, I didn't have a dowel rod big enough for like a bigger cannon. If you do too much research, it's no longer a rad knot. That's true, but I usually look like a little bit, like, you know, sometime in the week I'll be thinking about stuff, and I won't necessarily do much planning, but I'll have a few things kind of just bouncing around in my head. So the characteristics of a railgun usually are squarish barrel, or sometimes they have the gap. I think that could look cool. Yeah. All right, let's go over the hot wire cutter and chop some stuff up. See what we get. Oh, and Shannon, I did see that question. I have a video that is, what is it? It's like basic diorama. It's very, very simple. It's got like 20,000 views on it or something like that. And where is it? Oh, yeah. It's just me building this, basically. Single figure display stand. And I always recommend, if you're just starting out, to start with something small like this. And the video is not very long, but it'll show you what you need, and it'll kind of run you through doing some bricks, some blocks, damage, you know, the painting process, and all that. So I think it's good to start with something small like that. All right, back to the hot wire cutter. Yeah, Ed, that's the one, Ed. That's the one. Thank you, Ed. Alright, so this barrel design is questionable. It's highly questionable. I'm not sure about this. This is just kind of an experiment here. So yeah, we'll see what that looks like. I don't know though. Crap. These need to be the exact same rotation I cut them, otherwise the height is going to be thrown off and the whole barrel is going to look ridiculous. Okay. Dude, I'm hopeless. Am I already messing this up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm already messing it up. I'm gluing it on the wrong side. Tell you, talking and doing stuff, I can't walk and chew bubble gum. Trying to do a live stream while doing this is rough. Okay. I got an alligator here, so that's cool. Unfortunately, we're not going for an alligator, so let's pull these off. Cool. It'll work out. put a dot on top of those. Yeah, you're right, Ed. I definitely should have done that. Definitely should have done that. TAR Productions, what's up, man? Try that on one side. I guess we'll try aliens on the other side, and we'll see which one comes out better. Getting that Jessica Fletcher fig. That's funny, man. That thing is making the rounds, apparently. Everyone's talking about it. Make a MacGyver sticker. That would be cool. Did they have a MacGyver figure? That would be cool. And yeah, Murder, She Wrote. I've never watched it. It was something I think my mom liked. I don't know. This is... I don't know what we got here. We got something. Joaquin Phoenix played her nephew. Wow, I have no memory of it. I mean, I just remember seeing the title screen and it coming on and me thinking it was time to go watch something else. Alright, let's just leave this to kind of do its thing. It's going to want to come apart. Alright, we're going to leave that alone. Probably do another coat of red paint on that turret. It's your world, Random, so it is something. It'll turn into something, I'm sure. The thing with something like that is it looks one way now, but as soon as you start putting some bolt-on parts, and I know with railguns sometimes they have that distinctive flare at the end of the barrel. Not all of them. Oh yeah, I see one there. Some of these round ones have that flare at the end of the barrel. I think if I put a couple of square blocks on the end of it, it'll have a little bit more of that look. An I-beam support structure, yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. I don't know what I'm making, guys, but it's one of those trust the process kind of things, you know? A muzzle brake at the very end. I love Murder, She Wrote. Columbo, Matlock, Perry Mason, all that, yeah. I used to like Matlock. I think I used to like Columbo too. But yeah, you're right. They don't really make shows anymore that are not. Everything's got to be action or just very, very far into the fantasy fiction kind of stuff. They don't just have like plausible, I don't know, drama. I don't know. old Sherlock Holmes, so that would be cool. Yeah, I need to start watching all that old stuff. Again. I kind of want to go back and watch a lot of things I didn't watch. I saw some of, but I enjoyed, like Twilight Zone. Amazing Stories, I think, was one of them. Maybe Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Dark Side. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Tales from the Dark Side. They just dried, man. And as they dried, they were sitting straight and they're fine now. And I put the little foam circles on there. On the next night, I was on Oz's Clubhouse stream and did a little more work on it. That kind of shored him up a little bit too. Although it felt completely janky before it dried. I mean, that problem with the barrels, TK, was just because I built it all with foam. If I wasn't doing it on the stream and I came across that, I would have taken a little chunk of wood on the drill press, drilled 2 holes in it, glued the 2 dowel rods in there, and then just affixed the little chunk of wood to the front, and it would have been, you know, totally a non-issue. Or even quickly design, you know, a little 3D printed part with the exact measurements for the dowels to fit into. It's just a block with 2 holes. It's, you know, simple. I never got into Supernatural. I watched a few episodes here and there, but nah. Crap, I almost dropped my phone onto my paint palette. I wasn't a fan of Supernatural, Ed says. Yeah, Ed, it was, it just felt like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you know? And don't get me wrong, I actually like some Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The original movie, you know, I thought it was okay. But it just had that feeling of being very pop. I mean, it's all pop culture, but like the pop music version of that type of show. And we can no longer be friends. I think I could probably get into it, though. It's, you know, because I like shows that I don't have to take too seriously sometimes, too. Briscoe, I stopped watching TV in like 1995 and then never watched it again until streaming, really. So there was a whole window in there that I didn't have any idea what the hell anyone was talking about. And, you know, at that time, people didn't even get that. In like 2000, are you kidding me? You don't watch TV? What do you mean you don't watch TV? Like, everyone watches TV, dude. I'm like, no, I don't. I just don't watch TV. I'm just a squid. I just get on my computer and stare at the internet all day long. I know it doesn't need to be painted, but I feel like I want it. I'll just paint a little bit of it. There are a few shows that still come out that are good. Few and far between. Streaming is what made me stop watching. Just paint it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it sticks when you have paint on the turret. It can stick sometimes, so it's better if I don't. I'm gonna end up doing it anyway. Streaming shows look so cheap. Yeah and no. Some of it. Some shows, okay, so when they started doing all the superhero shows, I liked that at first. I thought Daredevil was really good. I even liked some of those, what was it? The Arrow, the first few seasons of it. And it was novel, and the whole thing wasn't flooded with it. It was cool, and then it was not cool at all. Started to go south pretty quick. I liked the first few seasons of The Flash. I've talked about it before. The Expanse, excellent show. Until the last season, where they cut the story very short, I'm assuming. Call to you when you're thinking you're done. Yeah, they will, Ed, for sure. Never really big into superhero stuff to begin with. Now it's everywhere. It's so boring. So I used to read comic books when I was a kid, so I liked the superhero stuff. When the X-Men movie came out, I really, really liked it. Superman movies were totally my thing when I was a little kid. And, Batman 1989 I thought was amazing when it came out. But, yeah, it just fell apart. They just overdid it. It's everywhere. Now everything has to have some kind of fantastical element in it. Everyone's got powers, everyone's something, and it's just a bit too much. And they're very formulaic now. Not great. Batman and Spawn. Spawn was cool. The freaking Violator. Okay. Do I have more of this color? Let me see if I have more of this color. Uh-oh. Can't see anything over here. I don't think I do. I think I am out of deep gray, which is going to cause a problem if I use deep gray. So I'm going to have to use dark gray, and I was going to use black. Someone suggested black. Biggest problem with media today, is nothing is left for the viewer to wonder about, everything explained or buttoned up. Yeah, they do that a lot, Ed. They do that a lot. There's never that, I wonder what happened kind of stuff. But I think the other problem is they don't have anyone taking risks as much. I mean, some people do, but I don't know if it's because the expense of doing each project has gotten so great now that they feel like they can't risk it. But they always want to do, all the nostalgia traps, all the sequels, all the reboots. And no one just wants to do anything new. Or at least not in the same amount. I mean, once upon a time, you would go and look at the movies, and there would be, for every 100 movies that came out, there would be like one or two that was a sequel or a reboot of something, and now it's like the other way. There might be like 3 original movies out of every 50 or 100 movies that come out. It's based off of something pre-existing. Crap, that is going to be way too light. I don't have the color that I want to use. I can't believe I ran out of that. Hold on. Really? Really? I guess so. Stream us to Walmart, right? I do have pavement. That's close. It's more blue, though. All right, we'll try pavement. I don't know. It's all right. Pavement is solid. Those were the good old days. I've rewatched Flashdance, and the other I haven't seen in like 30 years. Armageddon. Yeah, that's been a minute. How did that movie age, Ed? I'm not sure how. I don't know how that would be. I'm sure they'd make that movie now with a bunch of oil rig guys going to save the planet, right? Doesn't exactly fit with the current narrative, I suppose. Still a good watch. Cool. Yeah, I mean, effects, it don't matter that much. Like, even rewatching, like, Next Generation or something like that, it's a little wonky at first, and after a few episodes, you don't even freaking notice. Alright, screw it. I guess we'll go with Pavement. Yeah, movies are all about effects, not the story. They started doing that with video games too. You know, they just, oh, it's the graphics, it's the graphics, it's the graphics, and if the gameplay sucks, the graphics don't mean anything really. They've kind of gotten away from that with video games somewhat, though. I mean, that's why the indie game scene got big. People didn't really care about the graphics so much. Yeah, there's a keeping old school effects in your stop motions. I know there's a lot of people that prefer practical effects with all the toy stuff. Real mud and real water, yeah. It's still wet. Alright. I guess I'll do the bottom part. Let's see. difference? And pavement was always very... It's like asphalt color. Almost black, but not quite. Let me see, what does that look like on the palette? Yeah, that's the pavement. That's fairly accurate. Yeah, it does dry a little bit more gray. Looks black in the overhead cam. I mean, surely you can tell the difference between black and pavement when they're next to each other, Ed. What is going on with this thing? No, the hell with this brush. Ed, I can see the floor. What floor? Oh, in your room. Got it. Congratulations, Favren. This would go great with the classified scrap iron or metalhead. Not familiar. I haven't even looked at them. It did pop into my head. This might look cool with the Delta 17 figures. The ones that are like the red and black, the samurai looking dudes. Yeah, I don't know. Those are looking pretty cool to me, actually. I was thinking about grabbing one. Not that I'm going to spend a ton of money or anything, but I wouldn't mind, supporting Ken a little bit too in his endeavor. Do some more of that, but I'm going to do a little more of this red real quick. $20 each? Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, they're, the itty bitty dudes, 3.75, but these days, that's reasonable. Guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. I will be right back. Remember the mute button. Sweet. Banana and swirl. Both today. Although that was my last pecan swirl. But I'll pick some more up. Ooh, fancy. I make my own figures. Yeah. This weapon would look great mounted onto a pirate ship. It would. Like a space pirate ship, especially. A floating air balloon pirate ship going through a Stargate. I mean, that's a possibility. I was kind of thinking the Arcadia from with Captain Harlock. Ice pirates. Couldn't help myself. Do something back there, huh? Customizing a mezco, yeah, that's kind of got to be a little nerve-wracking. What kind of samurai figures, Briscoe? I'm not, as you know, I'm not really too familiar with all this stuff. What's the, oh, you can't even think of any samurai figure. I know when they were doing all those samurai Star Wars things, that was kind of cool. But surely you mean actual samurai figures. Oh, third party? Okay. So, Briscoe, are you looking forward to the Spiro Toys Bushido stuff that they're planning on doing? they ever make them. Yeah. Yeah. I might ask him. I think I will. I think I'll ask Jason over at Sparrow. I talk to him every once in a while about dioramas or projects and stuff. Because I like the look of them too, what I saw. The V-Toys 112? Have I ever made a dojo? I made like a little piece of one a long time ago, but it wasn't very fancy. I do want to make one. And I might. I might make one for those figures if they ever come out. Thing's looking kind of slick. Man, that angle looks really cool with all the little different contours or boxes on it, whatever you want to call it, all the different shapes, picking up the shadow. What do we got? Haven't heard of those. Whole line of samurai and ninja figs. They look fantastic. Very dope. Thank you, Fat Red. Thank you, Briscoe. Who was it that you said, Briscoe? Briscoe said, oh, JPT Designs. Okay. Alright, so where are we at here? Guys, I think we're at the stopping point for the day. I mean, it's 12:52, so it's not quite 1, but we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We did do this railgun thing that it's gonna need some more work, obviously. But it really felt like it needed to dry significantly before I started messing with it, because it was really wanting to slide around, and even still it kind of slid a little here. But I think with enough pieces on it, it'll still look, it'll look cool. So alright, we finished painting this, sort of. It's not quite done, but I'm certainly happy with how it's coming out. The pavement, admittedly, I didn't like it as much at first, but it's growing on me. Even not having the flash suppressors at the end of these barrels is still, it's okay. Not too bad. I would like to see, the actual hole going in there, so having those on there, at least we'll do that if I decide to do that. I really like the way that looks in the back. Well, Briscoe still Alfrex. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out for the Craft and Chill stream. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. Briscoe, Ed, Fat Red, TAR, all of our lurkers that have been lurking, because there are a few. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and a fantastic week. I'll be here again next week if everything goes to plan. And yeah, you guys have an awesome weekend. Take care.